Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers on the West Coast enjoying some of that California breeze. Paul George makes his return after missing 7 games due to a lingering hamstring issue. Sixers Clippers, first quarter, it's Paul George picking up where he left off inside for the deuce. Joel Embiid's campaign for his first most valuable player award continues. Embiid, pick and roll action with Harden, effective for the Sixers. They lead early. Kawhi Leonard on a do-it-yourself mission, throwing it down for the deuce. In the second quarter we go, it's Tobias Harris for show. A beautiful looking jump shot. And then inside, Embiid, grown man deuce. It's little boy day tomorrow. Joel Embiid putting up numbers on the Clippers. Embiid this time with a turnover, but even his bad nowadays turns out to be good. How about the big fella getting back in the play to block Norman Powell? And then right before the first half ends, it's that man again, Joel Embiid for 3. Third quarter, Kawhi joins the fun with a 3 of his own. Harden really struggled in his basketball game. Paul George takes advantage of Harden's bad shot with a good shot. 13 points for PG in his return game. Kawhi did not struggle at all. He had 27 points to lead his Clippers squad. We got a tight one in the fourth until Philly decides to turn up. 3-pointers, mid-range jump shots, defense. Sixers doing whatever it takes to get him out of Los Angeles with another dub. Tyrese Maxey scores. Embiid getting it done for Philly. He had 41 points and 9 boards. The Sixers winning on the road by 10. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard sitting out the second half of a back-to-back. Larry Markkinen rushing back after missing a couple games. Why he's going to be an all-star really soon, and I'm not so sure about those guys in blue. Clippers in Utah taking on the Jazz. Larry Markkinen and Jordan Clarkson doing their thing early. They both get 3-pointers to go, and then how about Clarkson inside with the scoop and score? It's already a double-digit lead in favor of the team in white. Markkinen lining it up and knocking it down for 3. More Larry Markkinen. I like to call him Larry Markkinen, but I think the correct pronunciation is Larry. Either way, put Hooper in front of it, because that's what Larry or Larry Markkinen has been this year. He's been balling. Markkinen going crazy. In the first half of this game, the Clippers are down by 15. With their 2 main guys down, do they have any fight in the third quarter? It's Ivica Zubac with the jam, but that's pretty much all I have to offer for the Clippers in this highlight. Zubac went from jamming to getting dunked on. Markkinen saying, meet me at the rim, chest to chest, man to man is what you put in the gym versus what I did. And this year, I like Markkinen over everybody. It's Larry for 3. 3 of his 34 points, also grabbed 12 rebounds. Utah's well on their way to another win. Clarkson looking and finding maybe the Jazz new center of the future, Walker Kessler, inside. And then shout out to the 09-2010 Memphis Grizzlies, Rudy Gay finding Mike Conley for 3. And then Clarkson inside closing out a Utah win. The Jazz improved to 500 on the season. They're half a game better than the Clippers, who now fall to 23-24 on the season as they lose by 23. I want to take this conversation somewhere else. I got people that subscribe to this platform literally from all over the world. I went and checked my demos. I got people, obviously, a lot of people from the States, but I got people from Africa subscribe to this platform, Serbia, Slovenia, Argentina. I don't even think YouTube legal in some of these places, but I still got subscribed. It still says that these people are subscribed to you from this country, and I'm forever grateful, forever in debt. So I'm going to break this down slowly, just because some of the terminologies might not translate over to your culture, but I do appreciate you for tapping into your boy. I really appreciate that. Let's say I had a lick. And what I mean by the term lick, let's say I had a scenario that is very advantageous to me. That there's something that I'm getting the better end of the stick of, and all I got to do is make it look good, and I can continue to milk that cow. I can continue to take advantage of that lick. That's what I think Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are doing to the Los Angeles Clippers. I believe they look at that Los Angeles Clippers organization as a jinx. I believe they look at Steve Ballmer as a lick. I believe that. They give this team, to me, outside looking in, the bare minimum. I'm sorry, y'all. I really do like Kawhi Leonard. I do like his game. I'm sorry, y'all. He has failed the expectations of most superstar athletes of his yoke. He has failed. And this is not just something that's happened this year. It happened in his 20s. All up and down his 20s. He's failed his job as a superstar. He's hurt all the damn time. He doesn't promote the game. He ain't good with the media. He ain't did a great job to me for the NBA. But give him credit. He's a phenomenal player. And if nothing else, he's won. You can't take his championships away from him. And he's did it with 2 teams and likely, trying to make it a third. So give that man his credit. Paul George never won a championship. Very competitive guy. Now, the thing that bothers me with Paul George is Paul George was healthy most of his career. Obviously had a couple injuries in Oklahoma City, but for the most part, PG is a healthy dude. He can't stay on the court anymore. The Clippers are getting licked, by Kawhi and PG. Now, in most scenarios, if you know you got a lick, and all you got to do is make that lick feel good about yourself, you will try to do things to kind of hide the lick. You don't want the lick that obvious because then you'll lose out on the lick. You'll make somebody mad. They'll get upset about feeling used, being abused, being taken advantage of, that type of stuff, right? The Clippers lost to the Sixers. I did all that to get us right here. All that excess fat I got to get us right here. The Clippers lost to the Sixers at home, by the way, right? And then the next game over, you get no Kawhi and you get no Paul George. Come on, bro. I know that y'all got this thing where y'all ain't doing back-to-backs, but, bro, y'all just lost, and y'all have been losing. If you want to just massage this lick and continue to eat off the Clippers and make them, well, I guess, quote-unquote happy, why not just, literally just kind of get rid of the rule for this one, amend the rule, and play in this basketball game? Why? They can use the wins. The season is just passing them by. They're middle of the pack in the West. And look, Zion will be back shortly for the Pelicans. They about to take off second half of the season if he can stay healthy. Golden State, I believe, is going to be another one of these teams that really makes some noise. The Kings are usually the team second half of the season, they fall backwards. Hey, Domantas Sabonis got them boys looking like, hey, this year, we can stay around in that 4 or 5 spot. You know Luka gonna come ready to go second half of the season. He always balls out second half of the season. The Clippers just losing games. I have no signs that tell me this team will make any significant run come playoff time. Outside of you like Kawhi and PG as individual talents. But collectively, I don't see it in this team. They're getting worse, to be honest with you. It almost feels like they peaked a couple years ago. So I'm just saying, if I had a lick, a $40-something million lick a year, man, I am getting my butt out there and playing basketball, even if I'm not supposed to play back-to-backs, because we need wins. We need easier wins. And the Clippers acting like they just beat up on these bad teams in the NBA. They're not that team, especially when Kawhi and Paul George are just resting. That's all they ever do is rest. And I want to say this real quick. We had this convo in another video. I want to bring it back to the forefront. Kawhi's numbers look really good, over the last 10, 15 games that he's played. But they fail in comparison to what the other guys doing. Like, the barometer has kind of shifted a little bit in the NBA. Scoring is up right now. The top dudes going out and getting you 33, 34 a night. Giannis with no Middleton was going and getting you like 37, 38 a night a couple weeks back. Like Luka leading the league. I mean, he's at 33, 34 points a game right now. SGA is giving you great point production. Steph's right at 30. You know, LeBron's been scoring at an incredible clip. So the top dudes, Jokic, you know, these guys are, and Jokic does so many things on the court. Obviously, he's about to average a triple-double. So, you know, even him, though, still around 24, 25 points a game with the amount of assists that he's averaging. Embiid, another guy that, like, these guys are up in scoring. They're closer to 30 now. So I'm holding Kawhi to the standard of those guys. I got him in the convos with those guys. He's not there. So, yes, he's playing good, really good ball, but the Clippers are not winning. And then it's not what the other stars are doing in the league.